Hi, are you taking the Life in the UK test? This video is the fifth in a series of videos by me showing you how to prepare for and pass the Life in the UK test. If you'd like to subscribe and click the notification bell, you'll get the rest of the updates. This series contains all of the knowledge and facts that you need to have to pass the test first time. Good luck in the test, and if you have any questions on it, put them in the comments below. Okay, so in this video we're going to cover Chapter 2 of the Official Government Guide. This is about the values and principles of the UK. I'm going to deal with the points people struggle with on this topic. Stick around to the end of this video where I go over some example questions from the Life in the UK test on this topic, including some of the more tricky ones. Okay, so the guide at Chapter 2 says, British society is founded on fundamental values and principles which all those living in the UK should respect and support. These values are reflected in the responsibilities, rights and privileges of being a British citizen or permanent resident of the UK. They are based on history and traditions and are protected by law, customs and expectations. There is no place in British society for extremism or intolerance. The fundamental principles of British life include democracy, the rule of law, individual liberty, tolerance of those with different faiths and beliefs, participation in community life. As part of the citizenship ceremony, new citizens pledge to uphold these values. The pledge is, I will give my loyalty to the United Kingdom and respect its rights and freedoms. I will uphold its democratic values. I will observe its laws faithfully and fulfill my duties and obligations as a British citizen. Flowing from the fundamental principles are responsibilities and freedoms, which are shared by all those living in the UK and which we expect all residents to respect. If you wish to be a permanent resident or citizen of the UK, you should respect and obey the law, respect the rights of others, including their right to their own opinions, treat others with fairness, look after yourself and your family, look after the area in which you live and the environment. In return, the UK offers freedom of belief and religion, freedom of speech, freedom from unfair discrimination, a right to a fair trial, a right to join in the election of a government. The next section is becoming a permanent resident, and the handbook says this: to apply to become a permanent resident or naturalised citizen of the UK, you will need to speak and read English, have a good understanding of life in the UK. This means you need to pass the Life in the UK test and produce acceptable evidence of speaking and listening skills in English at level B1 of the Common European Framework of Reference. This is equivalent to ESOL Entry Level 3. The key points that people struggle with in the Life in the UK test questions around the values and principles of the UK are firstly accurately identifying the various responsibilities and freedoms that come with permanent residence, because some of them overlap and are rather amorphous, and also the correct process for becoming a permanent resident or citizen. So here are some example questions relating to this topic. Which is correct? The fundamental principles of British life include democracy and the rule of law, autocracy and tolerance of those with different beliefs. The answer is the fundamental principles of British life include democracy and the rule of law. They also include individual liberty, tolerance of those with different faiths and beliefs, and participation in community life. True or false? The pledge at the citizenship ceremony is, I will give my loyalty to the United Kingdom and respect its rights and freedoms. I will uphold its democratic values. I will observe its laws faithfully and fulfill my duties and obligations as a British citizen. The answer is true. So in conclusion, I think it's sensible to memorize the pledge at the citizenship ceremony and also the values and fundamental principles of British life. Those are the sort of questions that may be asked. In the next video in this series, we'll be covering the next chapter, which is about countries of the UK, together with some more example questions. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to check out the rest of the lessons in this series, in total it contains all the knowledge and facts you need to have to pass the test first time. If you have any questions on the Life in the UK test, just put them in the comments below and I'll answer them. If you'd like to subscribe and click the notification bell, you'll get my updates on the Life in the UK test and how to prepare, also my practice tests so that you can do a trial run. If you have any questions on securing indefinite leave to remain and naturalising as a British citizen, I have a free consultation service, so contact me on the details below. Good luck in the test, and I'll see you in the next video.